This is Mike, and this is Everyday Off-Road. Okay. Last time, we discovered that by moving the mount over, everything lines up the way it should be. The only thing you had to do was trim off the outside of the air conditioner bracket. Right here. The belt lines up pretty nicely. We may need to get a shorter belt, I don't know. We will find out once we have the power steering pump positioned in its final location. So, that being said, we're done with the alternator for now. We do need to make a bracket down here, but we ain't gonna go into that right now. We need to move on. Today, we'll be dealing with the distributor, or the replacement of the distributor. We will take this out and compare it to the new one to make sure that it actually will fit, because custom parts, remember our bracket here, don't need a replay of that. All right, we're back with David and Goliath. All right, this, as you can tell, is the stock distributor. This is an aftermarket HEI, well, GM HEI style distributor. Let's go over here. You're probably wondering why there's such a size difference between the two. Well, if you're familiar with the HEIs, coils inside the cap. Distributor cap itself is very large. Now, the reason there's a height difference is because this distributor body itself is very close to the engine block, but it is angled away. So to accommodate for this large size head, they need to raise it up so it clears the engine block. Here we are. Real tight. Man, is that tight. That's a lot closer than I was expecting. But it's hard to visualize unless you can actually see it there in front of you. Alright. I think what we're going to do is we're going to check by putting the cap on, see if we have clearance for our spark plugs, well, spark plug wires, here and here. I know we're going to have some clearance issues with the dipstick, but I'm pretty sure we can tweak that a little bit. Just move it out of the way just enough. We also need to make sure that we're going to have room to make our timing adjustments once we get this thing up and running. Dun-da-da. Looks like it has a zinc coating on it. I am not going to mess with it, just going to put it in. Okay, kind of what I had feared. Our location puts one of the mounting ears for the cap right against the block. I believe what I'm going to do, pull the distributor bag out, rotate the body so that this cap is facing straight in. That'll give me a good 90 degrees of travel. Maybe even less, because these will hit. So, that being said, let's turn you guys off. Okay, we're back. As you can see, got some wiring done. Not exactly the way I like to run the wires, but it's what happens. I had bought new wires that are specific for this cap, which had the little nubs on top. I also bought a retainer ring to go on top of here, which clips here, and each of these nubs on top of the spark plug wires pops through it. But upon closer inspection, when I changed the gap on the spark plugs, I noticed I was very close to here and here with my extension to get to the number 3 and number 4 spark plug. So I opted to go with my old wires, which really aren't old, they're practically brand new. But I was going to use the wires from the small cap, which utilizes the same prong on the top. So it is just a matter of finding ones that will fit the right lengths and putting them in the correct firing order. So we have wiring to go in here yet. One's tack, one's a keyed power to run the ignition. This is all self-contained. I believe what I'll do is I have my jump pack on charge, get my little spray bottle with some gasoline in it, and we'll power up a starter and a solenoid wire and see if we can get this bad boy to fire up. What do you think? Think it'll fire? I hope so. Alright. Be right back. Okay. Well, it's probably about an hour and a half later than when you just saw me here before. Put the distributor in, believing I was on top dead center, because I do have no timing marks on this stupid harmonic balancer. Pulled the number 1 spark plug, saw the top of the piston. I should have rotated the motor a little more. It wasn't quite at top dead center. So it would not start, and it just carried on. I ended up, by trial and error, finding out that there's my number 1, not all the way back here. I was advanced way too far. I was not able to turn the distributor enough. As you can see, number 1 is pulled pretty tight. I had said I would not use those new wires because these would work just fine. I believe I may dip into them, only because I do know they are longer. I ended up having to use a set of jumper cables, and I brought Double D over here right behind me to do the cranking. And let me tell you, you get some pretty nasty noises out of one of these things when stuff is not running right. So I did get it to run, but it will run. I had to put the throttle body back on because it was getting way too much air. I may end up eventually resetting this So that number 1 is over here again. But not today. It's a how should we say, bittersweet. Got it to run, but it took everything we had. The joys. So we're going to call this the end of this video, but we're going to do a sign off here now. So if you like the video, please hit the like button. If you want to see more of me screwing up, hit the subscribe button. And please feel free to comment, good, bad, or otherwise. I take it as constructive criticism either way. So until next time, later.